12th question for the question chapter 1, right?
Right.
Now let's do the remaining questions. So 13th question, I'm reading it. To access AWS cloud services, one of the following is not used. Okay, one is AWS Management Console, AWS Command Line Interface, AWS Software Development Kits, Windows CMD prompt. Okay, now you need to tell.
Windows command prompt, because AWS Management Console, we log into that and we can use it. AWS command line interface, like even the command line interface, we can try and run the
like we used yesterday. You want
yes,
to like
yes,
simpler way, yes.
Yes.
And developers will have Lambda kit.
Right.
Okay, right. So D is the answer for this.
Yeah.
Right. Now 14th.
Yes, 13th. 14th is like the computer networking service configuration.
I'll read it. The compute and networking services can be leveraged with the following. Among them, which one is not correct?
Database, because computer networking, we have storage devices available in that. Application services, obviously application servers and the services of web page and everything will be into the application services. And the last one is
okay. I thought you have finished giving the answer. Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
ELB. So automatically, like networking will be done through the ELB only, like the load balancing and all the things actually.
Okay. Now let us visit the platform.
Okay.
Diagram. This is the platform diagram.
Yes.
Okay. Networking services are here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So the question has what are the things? ELB is there, application services, database, storage is there, right?
Right.
Now you have this one, right?
Right.
Now which one you are saying?
Database.
Okay.
We have to see the computing.
Computer and networking services, both you need to see, right?
Yes. Yes.
Computer has got auto scaling, AMI, elastic compute, right?
Right.
Now, if you have so storage is part of the EC2. I mean, it can be connected as a attached device.
Yes.
Right. Then application services are separate. ELB database can be let us say application services are there. With the application services, what is the purpose here? They all are is it directly attached or indirectly attached? Yeah, you need to justify actually. I am looking for that.
True.
Tell me. You want to open parallel, you can open that material.
No, like application servers are
see, the purpose, the question is the compute and networking services can be leveraged with the following items, for the following services, basically sub-services.
Yes.
Among them, which one is not correct? That is the question. Now, storage is the one. Compute and networking services, storage can be used it.
Yes.
Okay. Then application services are there. ELB is mandatory. ELB should be there along with the EC, right?
Right.
Now, application services are there. Then database is there. Which one is not correct? I'm not supporting anything here.
Right. I know.
Finally, I'm going to show the answer. What I have found it. I mean, I prepared the questions myself, right?
Yes. Application services are indirectly connected to the what is it? This storage actually.
Okay. No, you give justification for each of them.
Right. So as you said, storage is for EC2, so EC2 is always available. ELB, we have that in the networking concept. Database is not directly connected to the what is it ELB actually. That doesn't come under either compute or networking. Like wherein application server services are like indirectly or indirectly connected to the way servers are managed actually.
Okay, you want me to open the answer?
Yes, please.
14, right? Okay. The compute and networking services can be leveraged with storage, databases, application services to provide a complete solution for computing, query processing, and storage across a wide range of applications. This is the content is available already in the material.
Okay.
Maybe I could not search it in the material.
No,
right?
but as per the
See, the
diagram,
question
actually,
we need to understand it here, Harsha. Here the question is the computer networking services can be leveraged. You take only EC2. EC2s are connected it, right?
right.
When EC2s are connected it, what are the associated peripherals in view of logical and physical here? What is the role of ELB? ELB is a load balancer. Load balancer is nowhere connected to the EC2. It manages sending the load, sending the messages. You do this. Okay, if load is more for that EC2, then it redirects to another EC2. That's all it will do. It is nowhere to leverage. It has no role to leverage the EC2 instances. Leveraging is connecting to networking, sending messages among the EC2s within the subnet, outside the subnets, such kind of things. Those all are coming the application operations.
Okay.
Now ELB will come into that picture. What is the role of ELB? Load balancer. That's all.
Okay. Now I get it.
Okay. I mean, you have to see this particular thing. The purpose is here working directly with the EC2s. ELB, yes, ELB monitors that through autoscaler. Both of them make sure EC2s are working as per the application setup made within the subnet or within the network. Right. Okay. So what are the operations being leveraged? The EC2 operations are being run by database is one, then storage capacity is one. Another thing is application services. In application services, if we see what are the application services you have, elastic transcoder for movie files or such kind of streaming purpose. SNS is notifications. Email service is there, queue service is there, data pipeline is there, like one by one database operations will be there, IO operations, right? Then when you see the compute, what is the role of the compute? It will have elastic IP or standard IP something. Then autoscaler will monitor this up and down. It will increase size, decrease size, right? Then AMI is there. Then lambda event triggers. That is programs prepared by scripts are prepared in JSON by developers, right? Now networking side, if you see, you have VPC, direct connect, all these things. But here to leverage networking and compute, we need application services as notification purpose. Without notifications, these guys cannot perform anything, right? It can be notifications, it can be data. Now there is a RDS, database is there. Without having database operations, what is the use of EC2? Let us say you are asking for particular item in e-commerce site. Let us take Amazon.com. Then you are searching for particular item. When you search it, it should give information immediately. So through what service it will give? Database service only. EC2 will give database service only, right? By having a Linux mission, only Linux mission, what is the use of that network? Right. True. Another thing is, another way you are supposed to search is here. What is the outside EC2 services and network services. Outside ELB doesn't work for any support in the network. When it comes to the network services, maybe Route 53 will look into the networking healthy condition through the autoscaler, right?
Right.
But ELB just it makes sure it is getting the load sufficient up to that level. If load is increased, it immediately take forward, then it will reroute to another EC2. That's all its role. Okay. You need to go through ELB one more time. Okay. Now, is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, 15. Amazon Elastic Cloud, Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2 is a web service. It provides resizable compute capacity in the cloud with the below features. Among them, which one is not correct? One is it allows organizations to obtain and configure virtual servers in Amazon's data centers. B is it allows to harness those resources to build and host software systems. Organizations can select from a variety of operating systems and resource configurations like memory, CPU, storage, and so on. And C is allowing organizations to launch compute resources with a variety of operating systems, load them with custom applications. D is it doesn't allow organizations to manage network access permissions. Okay, now you have to justify one by one why that is not the answer.
It allows organizations to obtain and configure virtual servers. It obviously allows, like when an ECT is deployed or something like that instance, it will like the client or the customer can configure his virtual servers.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, like while even building the EC2 or like the compute cloud, they can host, they can take whatever they choose, like if it is GT micro or whatever it is, if they want the memory to be specified more than 8 GB or 20 GB, and they still have access to that, like they can do that.
So here only the auto scaling characteristic will come, cloud quality, right? Okay, next.
Allowing organizations to launch compute resources with a variety of operating system. It doesn't just support one operating system. It can be like even if we have Linux or Ubuntu or whatever machine, we can just operate into that, and we can choose it as per our customized applications, like we did with Docker or Kubernetes. Like we can just run them on this according to our needed.
Okay. Right.
So it doesn't allow organization to manage network access permission. This is not the option because it gives organization the full access, like whatever they wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay, which is the answer for this question?
D.
Okay, right. Now let us move to next one. 16.
Okay.
AWS Lambda services provides the below features. Which one is not correct? A is it is a zero administration compute platform for backend web developers. Okay, then B is it runs the code for developer on AWS cloud. C is but it cannot provide with a fine-grained pricing structure. Okay, D is AWS Lambda runs developers backend code on its own AWS compute fleet of Amazon EC2 instances across multiple availability zones in a region. Now you decide it.
Lambda.
If there is a conflict in between us, then I will take you to the document.
Okay.
In 15th question, I don't have conflict. I agree with your answer.
Right. So yes. Lambda runs the code for developer on AWS cloud. Like Lambda service is for deploying the code actually, right?
Yeah, they'll use Lambda as a SDK. Right. Software development kit.
Yes.
That is one of the tool to access EC2, right?
Right,
Into
right.
command line
Oh.
interface.
So,
Right.
So I don't understand. It's like it is a zero administrator computer platform for backend web developers. Like it meant to say like a, there is no need to administrate for backend web developers or something like that. Like or it is how it is, Shanti. Like because I'm just confused about this.
It is zero administration compute platform means basically Lambda services are made very flexible for the backend developers.
Uh-huh.
There is no administration required through that.
Okay.
But another thing, it runs the code for developers on the AWS cloud. The next one, it says it cannot provide a fine-grained pricing structure. Then last one is Lambda runs developers backend code on its own AWS compute fleet of Amazon EC2 instances across multiple availability zones in a region.
Mm-hmm.
Let us say if I am a developer, I will write a code in JSON, then that need to be deployed on particular server, then it need to be executed.
Okay.
So the Lambda services are, it will give my GUI software development kit purpose. I can also test my code before deployment. It
Mm-hmm.
is just like Visual Studio setup.
Okay.
How it is in Microsoft Visual Studio, the developers will have a lot of other tools. They can use the entire SDK, software development kit, as integrated development environment.
This last one I didn't get it. Sorry.
Last one.
The last sentence.
Last sentence is they prepare the code in the back end, and Lambda services can help them to deploy the code and run on EC2 instances. What for they are preparing the code? To execute on particular servers.
Right.
What are those servers? Nothing but EC2 instances in AWS.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, but they will still have administration, right? That's what I think, because like it isn't like you just deploy it and it shouldn't be an administration.
Administration means, what is your opinion? What
Like
kind of tasks you are expecting here for the developer to do? Lambda administration means.
oh, okay, like they can view their source code and view time to time update like that.
No, no. You tell me, administration activity contains what kind of task typically, as per your experience?
Administration like periodically checking things, and if anything goes wrong, we have to see why it went down or like why it is away and it is not processing the request or something like that.
Right. That activities or tasks are performed on what kind of items?
Uh,
What are those items you are going to perform those tasks?
right, right. Mm,
Items are, I'm asking in view of virtual or traditional manner, any manner. The names I'm asking.
okay.
You tell one task, monitoring you said.
Right.
What are you monitoring? For whom you are monitoring?
Uh,
Whom means it is not human, it is mission only.
right, right.
Okay. For what kind of missions you are monitoring?
Mm-hmm.
You say that is the administrative task, right?
Right.
Yes. Right. Then another task is what? Apart from monitoring, you said?
Uh, to check it periodically, like if the code is running as intended to.
Right. You are executing the code on particular server through a scheduler in
Right.
production. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. That is the task you are going to do, that administration, right?
Yes.
Now, where is the developer role there? Developer is sitting just in his mission.
Right.
In his mission, AWS has given the access to the Lambda services. It is nothing but software development kit. Is he going to work directly with the production mission?
No, no. It should be first administered in the lower environment.
Yes. Lower environment is what? Code only, right?
Right.
Building code, building code. So for building code, is there any administration activities required for the developer? like this.
No.
What you are saying? Then
No. Okay. Okay. Now
it doesn't have any administration role. Lambda is
right.
not a production ops works, right?
Right.
It is purely for development.
Right.
Next.
It runs, obviously it runs a code for developer on the AWS code because that's where it is deployed.
Right. Then fourth
Lambda
one
also
you see. Fourth one you see. Fourth one is relevant.
Compute fleet. It doesn't run on multiple across multiple availability zones in a region. It runs the code on the specified region according to the user actually.
Okay, you tell me. You have 4 regions for your organization or for your client.
Right.
Now you can run the code by sitting in your location by applying a scheduler. Am I right?
Right.
Let us imagine that is a batch file. At the end of the day, business completes, you need to run to consolidate the data. That is a batch file. That batch file can be executed on 4 different regions through the scheduler, right?
Right.
Same thing, it works through the Lambda. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now see what is it.
It cannot provide with the fine. It provides us with the fine pricing structure. Like when we see the billing console, we can just see like how much is a service using.
Right. That is the primary thing from the cloud setup itself. Right.
Right.
Okay. Now let us see answer 16.
C.
C is the one. AWS provides a fine-grained pricing structure for Lambda services.
Okay.
So every service will be having a flexibility for pricing, basically. Right.
Right.
Now you got the clear picture, right, about Lambda. You need to go through one more time the documentation.
Okay.
I mean our material. Okay. Right. Now next one. 17. Are we ready for 17?
Yes.
Okay. Amazon Dynamodb is a fast and flexible NoSQL database service with following characteristics. Select which one is not suitable for them. For all applications, it needs consistent single-digit millisecond latency at any scale. B is it is fully managed database and supports both document and key or value data models. C is it is flexible data model and reliable performance make it a great fit for mobile, web gaming, ad tech, Internet of Things, and many other applications. D is as it is no SQL DB service. It doesn't store the data in a table format.
Right.
We have gone through these things in RDS services.
Right.
We discussed it about a MongoDB, Cassandra databases also that time in high level. I mean, what they do kind of thing. First, you filter answers among 4. Take them out so that your confidence will be building to answer the right answer. Then come up with explanation.
Okay. It needs a consistent, obviously, like if they say like there should be a lag of single digit or like whatever it is, like if it is provided
seconds.
during the setup, it should be there. Like it needs consistency. Sure.
Right. Okay.
The like It is fully managed database and support both document and key value data models.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is a fully managed database like MongoDB and Dynamodb. Like they are a fully managed database. So it's not like a partial thing that just sits on the cloud.
Mm.
It's flexible data model and reliable performance make it great fit for mobile. It can be used for anything. It doesn't mean like it should be only used for a certain set of tasks or certain set of outfits. Actually, like it can be used for anything, and it can be as it sits on cloud and can be managed accordingly. Like we can just dump our things on that and we can start using them.
Okay.
1 minute. As it is NoSQL DB service, it doesn't store. Like I don't agree with this statement because like it can be stored in a data in a table format actually.
Okay. Let us see the answer. 17th. In backend, it stores data in
Right.
table only. Every
Right.
database will have a tabular format only,
Yeah.
column and
Yeah. Obvious.
row kind of thing. Still, even though if it is not a relational database
Right.
for accessing purpose, records storage.
Right.
Okay. Right. Now, are we ready for 18?
Yes.
Auto scaling allows organizations to scale Amazon EC2 capacity up or down automatically according to conditions defined for the particular workload. One of the following doesn't suit for this concept. A is it only it not only can be used to help maintain applications availability and ensure that the desired number of EC2 instances are running. And B is instead of provisioning for peak load, organizations can optimize costs and use only the capacity that is actually needed.
Mm-hmm.
C is, but it doesn't allow resources to scale in and out to match the demand of dynamic workloads.
Right.
D is autoscaling is well suited both to applications that have stable demand patterns. Now
Mm-hmm.
you decide it.
I feel the answer is B because like
No, you need to
autoscaling.
explain me each option, right?
Yeah.
That is our
Like
agreement.
right. Right. So not only application stability, even like let's just say like the desired number of EC2 instances will be running at any point of time. Like let's just say if the load is normal, it will be this many of instances can be put in. Like if it is more, the more number of instances can be put in. So that is not the option. The A.
Mm, mm.
C is like obviously like since it is dynamic, it will always allow the resources to scale in and out. Like if it is high, it will be just adding the servers, or like if it is low, it will be just bring down servers.
Okay, move forward.
C. C.
No. You move forward. All four you explain it. Why it is
Yeah, like D, autoscaling
not
is well
done.
suited both in applications that have stable demand patterns. Like, yes, it is suited, well suited actually. Like, it can whatever the scenario. Like, if we change the settings, like it can be used according to that.
So you mean to say C is the answer?
B is the answer.
Okay, let us check it.
Mhm. Since it can be auto scale, the client doesn't have to maintain a certain set of servers
You
for
said
even.
B, right? You said B?
Yes.
Okay, you see the answer. C is the answer. Okay. It does not allow resources to scale in and out to match the demands of dynamic workloads.
Mhm.
It allows the resources to scale in and out. Basically, that is the definition for the auto scale. This is wrong statement. It allows resources to scale in and out, depends on the dynamic workloads under cloud auto scaling characteristics.
Okay.
See, the sentences are longer. It confuses in the exam that way only. I told you once I have coached many people for European exams like
Right.
ITL, Prince 2, software testing certifications last 4 years, 3 years back.
Yeah.
So the questions will be like that only, confusing questions, because they will confuse you with a lot of matter which is irrelevant there, and you will be spending your time for decision making itself.
Okay.
You need to catch what is real autoscaler, what for it is. That's all. Simple. Because you are given only 50 minutes to 40 to 60 minutes only to
Right.
make a decision, right?
Right.
Answer right decision, right? Right. So we are through, right, with 18.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, 19. AWS Elastic Beanstalk is the fastest and simplest way to get a web application up and running on AWS. Okay. One of the below statements doesn't belong to its characteristics. A is developers can simply upload their application code and this service automatically handles all the details such as resource provisioning, load balancing, auto scaling, and monitoring. And B, it provides support for a variety of platforms. The developers can use happily these components for their development work. See, with AWS Elastic Beanstalk, organizations can retain full control over the AWS resources, powering the applications, and can access the underlying resources at any time. And D is it doesn't provide support for Ruby and Go, so Ruby and Go developers cannot use ELB services, right? Um, now, it is not ELB, actually it should be EBS basically. I need to correct this. 1 minute. Now you have the copy there. You go through that copy. In the meanwhile, I'll correct it.
Okay.
Okay, right. Now you come up with identification. Yeah, come on. You will not be given lavish time, right, in the exam.
Right. Yeah. Elastic Beanstalk developers
We have
cannot
gone through that in the introduction chapter
right.
for Elastic Beanstalk. These points are collected from that material only,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Right. Right. They uploaded their application code and
There was architecture diagram also. We discussed it for Elastic Beanstalk.
right. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So like yes, like once the developer can simply like once they put up the code, so it will handle the details such as like how many servers should be provided and like auto scaling and monitoring can be done through Elastic Beanstalk. So that is not the answer.
D1, D?
A is not the answer.
A is not the answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It provides support for a variety of platforms. The developers, yeah, it provides its support onto multiple platforms actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Organization retain full control over the AWS resources following the application and can access the underlying resources at any time. Yes, with AWS Beanstalk, like obviously organization, the end client can use the resources and can see the underlying applications and how they are working at any point of time. So I guess D is the answer because it does support Ruby and Go. So it doesn't mean like it doesn't support half of the platforms and it supports doesn't support.
So you mean to say up to C, all are the real characteristics of this EBS,
Yes.
Elastic Beanstalk?
Yes.
Okay, let us check. 19. Okay, it enables organizations to achieve greater levels of fault tolerance in their applications. This is correct answer. All other choices are wrong as per the characteristics of the EBS. It should be right. Now, A is the answer. sorry, this is 19 actually. Anyhow, we are at 19 only.
Right.
Okay. So how it is, you can see here.
But the question here is different, right? 19, the answer one. There you are mentioning ELB, wherein here it is EPS, right?
1 minute. Let me check it. 19th. This is EBS. So, okay. The question is different here.
Right.
Yes,
right.
you are right. You are right. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hold on.
Okay, here it has two A.
Yeah, there are
19.
219 questions are
Yeah,
there
so
in the
his
answers.
answer is D
Now
only.
you see this one. D is there. Sorry,
Yeah.
did not check it. Okay. uh, now S D, it doesn't provide technical tools. Basically,
Right.
that's not correct. You are
Yes.
right. D is right. Okay. There is a duplication of number. Why it has come? Let us check it. Okay, this is also another one. Actually, 19A and B, you can make it. Now you can go through if you want. In addition to those questions,
Okay.
you justify.
Right.
Elastic load balancer ELB automatically distributes incoming application traffic across multiple Amazon EC2 instances in the cloud. One of the below statements suits for its function. It enables organizations to achieve greater levels of fault tolerance in the applications.
Right.
It seamlessly would not provide required amount of load balancing capacity needed to distribute application traffic. It cannot monitor EC2 instances. It cannot maintain the primary and secondary architecture setup. When one setup is totally down, to make the secondary setup readily available for business user. Okay. Right. Now which is the answer? You, without seeing the answer, you justify.
Yeah. Since
yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, it obviously enables the organizations to put it at higher availability and everything. So it isn't like, okay, fine, this is done and this is done. Like, it doesn't do that.
Okay.
Secondly, like, would not provide, that's not the scenario. Like, because ELB always provides the loading capacity, whatever the scenario, and it distributes the traffic accordingly.
Right.
It does monitor the EC2 instance. That whole point of ELB is like once one EC2 instance down, so that you can push the traffic to the other EC2 instance. Also, it can it obviously maintains the primary and secondary setup. That's the whole point of high availability, wherein ELB like mentions like, okay, fine, one.
But both will not be working one time, right?
Right. Right.
So it need to keep one instance down. When the first instance is down, second instance will be making up within few seconds, within seconds, fraction of seconds, right? Right.
Yes.
Now, why A is the answer? Can you elaborate on A, what it is?
Yeah, it enables organization to achieve greater levels of fault tolerance. That is the whole point of high availability.
Okay. Then these things are nowhere connected for that. Negative features are denoting here.
Right.
Not where cannot, such kind of things are there. If you take out cannot, yes, it is suitable for the features.
Right.
Right. Okay. You got additional question. This is very simple question basically. Right.
Yep.
I haven't copied that question here. Missed out. Okay. Now 20. Are you ready for 20?
Yes.
Okay. Amazon Private Cloud can help the organizations to facilitate provisioning a logically isolated section of the AWS cloud where they can launch AWS resources on a virtual network which they want to define. From the below mentioned statements, one of them suits for this service characteristics. It means positive answer need to be identified among them.
Right.
The organizations cannot have complete control over the virtual network environment. The organizations cannot do selection of the IP address range. Organization cannot do creation of subnets and configuration of route tables and network gateways. The organizations can extend their corporate data center networks to AWS by using hardware or software VPNs connections or dedicated circuits by using AWS Direct Connect. Now you tell me.
Okay.
VPC we have discussed it
Yeah.
in the earlier program. Earlier we had your course AWS Fundamentals course was there, right?
Yes.
In that we discussed in depth about the VPC components and features. And in introduction also, yes, we have done a high level picture with different diagrams, network diagrams.
Right.
And we have also seen how VPCs can be connected to different availability zones. And also we discussed about VPC is made only for region. It cannot be connected to other regions. It can be connected to availability zones of within the region. These are the things we discussed with diagrams. Now you recollect it.
Organizations cannot have multiple complete control. They will have the complete control of the environment actually.
Okay.
Cannot do selection of IP ranges. They can select the IP.
When you are creating VPC, what all the items we need to create? Let us say you want to set up VPC for a lab. What are the items mainly we need to? What is the hierarchy of the setup of the VPC?
We need the subnets.
Okay, within subnets, what are the things required?
Like if it is the IP ranges, like if it is by 0 or by 24, like what is the subnet range that can be selected?
Okay, how are you classifying the subnets?
If it is like class 1 subnet or class 2 subnet, we can do a lot to that.
No, there are other ways also. You have how many protocols are there in the networking?
TCP/IP.
Are we using TCP/IP in AWS?
No.
What are the protocols? I mean, internet protocol. I am asking.
Yes.
In general.
Yes.
You have IPv4 and IPv6, right?
Right.
Can I mix both of them?
Both of them, no.
Okay. Then can I have public IPs and private IPs in a subnet?
No, because like we'll only be able to access a server according to the like public DNS. So that's like the public IP actually.
Right. Let us say I have two subnets in a
Right.
region. One subnet is created in one zone, another subnet, another zone. Now subnet 1, 2, I named them. Then subnet 1 has 2 EC2 instances. Subnet 2 has 4 EC2 instances. Now I want two servers to be declared as public.
Okay.
So what is your solution? Which one I can use it? Which subnet I can use it for public and private, or both I can use it in one subnet? If 4 servers are there, 2 plus 2 can be divided into public, 2 can be divided into private. Is it possible?
Right.
Huh? Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible.
You mean to say one subnet can be having a public and private IPs? I mean, the discussion is out of the scope of this question, but still,
Right. But yeah,
I want you to grab the knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. See, the fundamental rule is with AWS, they follow a lot of security and network design standards. As per the network design standards, they are supposed to declare dedicated subnet only for public IPs. And internal usage purpose, internal IPs purpose, separate subnets need to be defined.
Okay.
They can't do mixed IPs, public and private, because of the security reasons. If hacking is going to come, hacker is going to attack entire subnet. When the entire subnet is attacked, DB servers are going to be crashed.
Right.
When DB servers are going to crash, entire database will go off. Of course, you have AWS backups. S3 is there, Glacier is there still, but they want to make highly secured. First priority, top priority is security in AWS, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let us come back to the question. Just I reviewed your knowledge only. For that I
Right.
discussed. Okay. Now you please identify the right answer for the question given.
The organization does have complete control over the virtual environment for sure.
Mm.
The organization cannot do selection of the IP range. They can select the IP range.
Yes.
Yes. The organization cannot do creation of subnets and configuration of route tables. They can do that. Like actually,
Okay.
configuration of route tables and network gateways, they can do that. So since it is according to their needs, they can do as they need.
Right. Okay.
So like organization can extend their corporate data center like since that is the only one suited actually.
Okay. How you are going to connect VPCs for a data center? What are the connectivity components here?
Yeah. Mm,
We have seen in the diagrams
yes.
during
Yes.
that course.
Um, components like
No, but you tell me, you have a data center,
right.
100 applications are there. Are you going to convert all of them in a quarter or in a 6 months or 1 year time? All you are migrating them? Is it possible to do all those things?
No. No.
What are you going to do in a agile manner? You are going to do that
Right.
step by
One by
step,
one. Like
one by
first
one.
subset
Then
of
when you transferred few applications, you are going to architect subnets, VPC, all these things, right?
yes.
In AWS setup. Then that is going to be connected to the data center for interacting on the existing applications and database servers. Am I right?
Right.
Then for that, you need a connections. What kind of connections? AWS will provide it.
Mm-hmm.
One is VPN, another one is direct AWS Direct Connect. So
Right.
if you take AWS Direct Connect, where all they need to install it? In both places like data center place and AWS place, it need to be installed it, or one place is enough.
Mm-hmm.
And when the signals are going from data center to AWS, which component is going to consider first? There is ELB, there is a Route 53, there is a AWS Direct Connect is there in the network. I mean, these are the questions related to this fourth option I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay, you open your PDF. I
Mm-hmm.
want to pull the diagram here. I think we used the other material, right?
Mm-hmm.
For VPC, detailed VPC.
Yes.
Yeah, you work on the answers. Okay. There are two gateways. One is internet gateway will be there, IGW. Then there is a direct connect also is there with the data center basically.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen in some other diagram also, which is connected to data center. In I don't remember which diagram we discussed it, but yes, that was a very detailed one. Okay, maybe other material we discussed it, but still, mm, this question is valid for introduction also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chapter 4 is VPC, right?
Yes.
Okay, you see in this diagram we have details. VPN is there. There is a customer gateway through VPN. But apart from VPN, you can use direct connect also. IGW is their internet gateway. Through that, they're connecting it here. Right, then one more we'll see. VPC, another setup. 1 minute. I think when we talked about direct connect, yes, there were a couple of diagrams. We used it with the direct connect also in the data center. 1 minute. Yeah, now you tell me the answer. Let us not spend much time on that. See here, VPN connections are there. Then there is a gateway here. Only VPN. Apart from VPN, we had in chapter 3 or something. There is one diagram which was connected to the data centers also. Yes. Now let us move forward.
Yeah.
Let us not spend on that diagrams pulling. Now see the questions. We'll catch that diagram later. Now, which is the answer for this?
D.
D is the answer. Okay. Now let us see. 20, right? This is now. Yes, D is the answer. Only D is correct as per the service characteristics of VPC. So other
Yeah.
things are having cannot kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? Now let us finish the next slide also, next page also, and then we'll close this session.
Okay.
Now you need to go through 21. The below mentioned points or mentioned points are related to AWS Direct Connect features. One of them is wrong. It allows organizations to establish a dedicated network connection from their data center to AWS. B is organizations can establish private connectivity between AWS and their data center, office, or co-location environment. C is in many cases can reduce network costs, increase bandwidth throughput, and provide a more consistent network experience than internet-based VPN connections. And D is, but it is not a replacement for internet-based VPN connections. You look into this in your material. Let me update this question here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me. We have only total 10 minutes for
Right.
closing this session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Establish dedicated network connection from the data center. It does allow the organization to have a dedicated network connection. So that's not the point. Organization can establish private connectivity between AWS and the data center, office, or location environment. Yes, they can establish a private connectivity according to their needs and according to settings.
Okay.
In many cases, can reduce the network cost, increase bandwidth, throughput, and provide a more consistent network experience than internet-based VPN connection.
Mm.
Mm.
Which one is the answer?
Uh, D, I guess D, because
Okay.
internet it
VPN can be replaced with direct
connect.
connect also, right?
Right, right.
Which is from AWS services. Now let us see the
Yes,
answer.
obviously. Yes.
Okay. AWS Direct Connect should be replacement for internet-based VPN connections to provide consistent network.
Right.
Because VPNs cannot trust because of the old setup, all those things, routers,
Yes.
such kind of things are connected, right?
Mm.
Okay, now 22. Amazon Route 53 is a domain name service, domain name system web service. From the below mentioned features, identify which one belongs to Route 53. A is Route 53 cannot be highly available and scalable domain name system web service. It is designed to give uh, developer and businesses an extremely reliable and cost-effective way to route end users to internet working based applications. Route 53 translates human readable names such as example.com into IP address. With these, the computers use to connect to each other through
Mm-hmm.
networking basically. And D is Amazon Route 53 doesn't serve as domain registrar to purchase and manage domains directly from AWS.
Yes. So
You tell me direct answer.
yeah, I will go with C.
Are you sure? What is the role of the 53 Route 53? Tell me.
Uh, Route 53, it is used for
Say I'm accessing Amazon.com for my e-commerce work.
right.
Okay, to buy the item. Now request will go to the Route 53.
Yep.
Right? How it transfers the request to different EC2s? What is the process it does? Basically, what is the use of router? You tell me in the networking concept.
It is basically a domain naming system actually. Like change of what we say the IP addresses to names and names to IP address, like the numeric to names and names to numeric characters, so that it can be easily understood by the computer and the human readable format.
Right, that is correct. But now in traditional architecture, I have a question to you.
Right.
If we send a request through the user ID access to Amazon.com, what it is going to do? Think about your traditional architecture. Okay,
Right.
there is a router. That router receives call from internet.com, right?
Yes.
Now, how it is going to do operation internally to send to which machine? What is the process it follows?
Okay.
I mean, there are some internal mechanism processes, right?
Right.
Each router also follows.
Right.
I need those steps.
Okay.
What is the use of route table? You tell me.
Routing table.
Yeah, routing table. What data it contains?
Data of the IPs and
IPs are mapped to what?
Routers.
IPs are mapped to the routers in the routing table.
No.
Routing table will have some kind of data, right?
Right.
What are those data pieces? One is IP will be the right.
Yes.
IP is mapped to what? There should be DNS name, right?
Right.
DNS name is nothing but website name, right? .com, .in, IN, such kind of things, right? So that is mapped it. When it is mapped, what is the first step router does? Router will scan for the DNS names in the routing table. Then the mapping IP will be there. Then it sends the signal to that IP. IP is nothing but your EC2. Right? The same concept is done by the Route 53, right? Just it is a replacement for the router, network router there. You have filters. Filters are already passed for security purpose before Route 53 itself, right?
Right.
Then later on, the signal has come to Route 53. See, Route 53 will look into the IP. It directs that call to that particular IP system. IP is here we are making EC2s as VMs, servers, and they'll have public IPs. Those whichever is having that public IP, the call will go to that system. Right?
Right.
Now, you tell me which one is the answer in this.
B.
B is the answer. Okay. Do you want me to check?
Yes.
Got it?
Answer is C.
No, answer is D.
D. Okay.
It doesn't serve as domain registrar. It serves as domain registrar also. From AWS, you can book the IPs. But other things are its functions, right? Everything is its function. What we discussed it. Route 53 sorry, 1 minute. Cannot be highly available and scalable domain name web service. It is designed to give developers and businesses an extremely reliable and cost-effective way to route end users to networking-based internet applications. This is also correct. That is also correct. Its job is not for scalability. Its job is to route the call to different IPs. Right, route 53 translates human readable.com name into IP address. That is also correct because by using the router table, it translates that. Right, it verifies that IP, then send the call to that IP. But Amazon provides through route 53 services to register the domain names also. Immediately, the services are available through that services to purchase and manage domains directly from AWS. But here Route 53 doesn't serve as a domain register. Yes, it serves as a domain register.
Okay. Yes, yes, now I get it.
Okay, here I'll correct the answer. Actually, this is the one. These all are correct, right? Top three.
Right.
Okay. AWS provides to is in right. This is correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now next one. Okay, 1 minute. Let me reduce it. Okay. Next question is 23. AWS provides a variety of services to meet their customer storage needs. One of them is not among them. Okay. So what are the services it provides? You need to validate them. Okay. Storage needs on the basis of storage need. So Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon CloudFront, Amazon Elastic Block Storage, Cloud Formation templates. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 2 more questions.
Right.
Time is very little. Just decide it. We'll see the answer.
Right. For cloud formation, there won't be any templates actually.
Cloud formation, there are no templates. Did you attend the WP lab in the previous course with
Yes,
me?
yes, wait.
So how did you select the WPS?
Yeah,
What process system? Was there any auto selection in cloud formation? You have ready-made template for WP, right?
Right.
So through that only. Yeah. But is it related to the storage service? The question is, they're asking storage needs.
Right.
Related to storage needs.
Cloud formation templates.
All the above or 3 are related with storage needs.
Elastic block store is a storage needed. A simple storage service, yes, it is.
Yes, we have done the lab for that, S3.
Right.
Yes, okay. Then what about CloudFront?
CloudFront.
Yeah, look into that fast. See here, CloudFront has got storage. Okay. S3 is there. Okay, S3 is simple storage, right? EBS block
Yes.
storage is there, right?
Yes.
These three are there part of the storage. But do you think that one cloud formation template is part of that? Where it comes, cloud formation template?
For hosting the
Operations.
operation.
We are working with the EC2 operations
Right.
basically through this. We are creating its own setup, right?
Right.
Am I right? Once
Right.
EC2 is created, on top of that, we are loading the software's required utilities, right?
Right.
Okay. So now what is the answer? I'm asking the answer. One of
Right.
them is not among them.
Right.
Which one is that? D, right?
Pardon?
D, right answer.
Yes.
Okay. That's where I am expecting answer.
Right.
Okay. This is part of the operation services, cloud formation template. Okay. Now 24th, let us finish it fast. Amazon Simple Storage Service S3 has features from the below statements. Identify which one belongs to them. Okay. You go through them.
Other types.
S3 provides developers and IT teams with highly durable and scalable object storage.
Yes.
B is organizations can store limited number of objects with these features. C is it doesn't allow the object types such as HTML files, source code files, image files, and encrypted uh, data. It
It's
also doesn't provide access to them using HTTP based protocols. All are secured. Okay, which one is correct? I mean, identify which one belongs to S3 features.
yes.
Say, I told you in the beginning, each option you need to analyze it. What is there
Right.
inside? What are
Right.
the features? Wherever you have not, cannot, doesn't, such kind of answers are given means, options are given means you need to filter them first.
Yes.
Then you will get the answer
Right.
automatically.
Obviously.
You have to do that approach faster.
Yeah. It also doesn't provide. D is not the answer.
Mm.
It doesn't allow object types. No, because like it allows all the object types since we have verified it actually.
Mm.
The image type and everything.
Mm.
Objects can store limited number of objects with this feature. Uh, Limited number of objects. Yes, S3 is like 100 objects only.
That is correct, right?
Right.
That is the correct feature. I mean to say.
Right. Right. Right.
Okay, all C, B, C, D are belonging to that. Which one is belonging to that?
B.
B. Why not A?
Yeah, like
Scalability is coming into the picture, right?
right.
What is S3? Basically, it works for the objects.
Right.
The elementary item is object only. How are you going
Yes.
to scale? You can't scale it. There is a limitation for that.
Right.
Right? Size cannot be keep on storing in the same bucket, right?
Right. Right.
So bucket has got limitation.
Mm-hmm.
So A is not correct for
No.
that, right? So which one is correct?
B.
B. Okay, let us see the answer. Is it B? Limited number of objects here. That is the feature only you are talking about. But A is the answer.
Identify which one belongs to them, right? It should be like which doesn't belong to them.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did not see completely that one. Yes, you're right. So
Yeah.
now answer is B. B only.
Right.
It is not negation. Question is not negation. Basically.
Right. Right.
Now this should be B. Now 1 minute. Let me check question also from the below statement directly which one belongs to them. S3 developers teams. Okay. Right. This is also negation. This is also negation. This is also negation. Right. Now B is the correct one. Okay. Right. Now last question is the 25th one. Let us see that. Amazon S3 provides cost-effective object storage for a wide variety of use cases. From the below, which one is not among them? It means there are use cases, we have discussed it, for
Right.
S3 features. So which one doesn't belong to this one?
Backup and recovery is a objective of S3. So that's not the point here.
Yes.
Nearline archive, like we can set at what time the files can be archived, like
duration, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Big data analytics, web hosting is option because like we can host our
You
website.
hosted your object also, S3
Yes.
object also,
So
right?
C is the answer because like it doesn't have analytics of the big data that is being opted on that.
Right, right. So 25th is, which one you say?
C.
C is the answer. Okay, C. Big data analysis.
Yes.
Right. This is not part of S3 features. Okay.
Right.
Right. Now I have done the questions. We'll disconnect the recording. Then we'll come back to your